This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
We are back today with Lo Brown Beauty, mastering your mental beauty queen. That's right. She's joining us live today.
Queen.
All the queens out there. Welcome back to the
Love
show
her.
today, Lo. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Queen, for having me. You are amazing. You are so inspirational. You know what I'm saying? Since I've been doing the show with you, it's been amazing. We've been getting orders in. It's just amazing. I'm so happy. I'm here to plant energy. That's all I'm here to do. Plant energy and serve and create solutions.
Oh my God, you're amazing. And I got to see some of your, the journey boards last week. We're going to talk more about that. Mental beauty, mind exercises. And of course, as an author, as a speaker, she does so much and she's here to motivate you. Ladies out there, listen up, having a bad day. Know someone who's having a bad day. You are in the right spot today, and redirect them over to Lo Brown Beauty because this is where it's at. And I'm so excited she's joining us again today to help other women find their own inner beauty and let everybody know how important they are in the world. So welcome back today.
Thank you, Queen. How are you guys out there? You guys are amazing. I just want to tell you that if nobody has told you, my name is Lo Brown. I'm the CEO and founder of Lo Brown Beauty. We're just like any physical beauty company, but we're a mental beauty company. And I have a line called Mental Beauty, where we have products that beautify you on the inside with motivational, inspirational, educational products and services, videos, ebooks, and they're available at lowbrownbeauty.com. You guys, I'm so happy to be here.
And we are ecstatic to have you here. My goodness, for this woman, thank you for making time for us, for being on the show and doing your thing. So for those that may not know a little bit, about what we talked about last week, do you want to refresh their memory? Because I think we're going to continue upon this path for a little bit, right?
Yes, ma'am. We had left off on the journey boards. We were talking about the mental beauty exercises, and I hope you guys took notes because, again, this is what I do every day and continuously to do. You have to understand when you're not in the position to love yourself, or when you were a child and these negative inherited beliefs were bestowed upon you and they changed your life, your trajectory in life, and you know right now as an adult that something's off and you want more for your life and you don't know how to get it, you're in the right space. lowbrownbeauty.com. Pick up your mental beauty makeup bags. We have exercises that will change your life, but effort is between you and you. These are exercises that I created, blueprints, that I've used because every day, when you have children, when life hits you and you're a single mom, or even married, it's like every day is not a great day. And we need things too. We need people to check up on us. So a lot of people don't do that. So I've created exercises so we can check up on ourselves. We can start pouring into ourselves and loving ourselves. So we talked about the first board, which was contouring your mind, reprogramming your mind, reshaping your thoughts, changing your path. And that is one exercise we went over because you physically cannot change your past, but we have an exercise for that so you can reshape it and you can create the path that you want because you got to understand where you came from. So you'll know where you're at in life, and then only then will you know where you're going. All right. So that's one exercise that's available in the mental beauty makeup bag. Then the next one was the MB 7-Day Fitness Focus Challenge. What this does is it just gets rid of that brain fog. A lot of times we have so many ideas and so much that we want to do, especially when we're out here on the grind. You know what? I'm just being completely honest with you guys. I have kids, and at the time, my children are grown now. But at the time, we're trying to figure out how we can make some more money to pay for that baseball equipment, that basketball game, getting them in these camps, the best schools. And, we're out here, just on the grind. So we're coming up with all these ideas. But before you start spending money that you cannot get back, you need to take the MB 7-Day Fitness Focus Challenge. It challenges you to 7 days of clean eating, meditation, and just focus. So that way, before you make those big decisions, you don't have any brain fog and you're sure about this decision because it might change after 7 days. A lot of people, they don't finish this challenge, because they're like, you know what, at the by the third day, they're like, you know what, and that I thought about taking that class, or I thought about starting that business or getting that treadmill, but you know what, I'm good. I'll wait, because I got to do something else, which is fine. This is all this does, is just get you focused, and it's a second person, to help you think, before you make that drastic decision. And then we left off on our journey boards, Queen. And we started off because now that you revisit your past, you know exactly what you want.
Yeah.
And you're focused. Okay. Now it's time to breathe life into. What do you want? I know we started off with losing weight. I use that as an example because we all, want to stay in shape and diet and exercise, So I created this theory, which works for me. And and it takes you through the steps. And the first one is to get a target, because how is God in the universe going to give you what you want if you don't even know and your mind is all over the place? So now that we've taken that challenge and we're focused, now I want to lose weight. So now that we know what we want, let's write it down, step 2, so we can breathe life into it. All right. Because everything's created twice, once in our mind and then in the physical. So you got to breathe life into it. To think is to put it in ink so that we can focus on it, because what we focus on, we attract. All right. Now, step 3, what's going to happen here is, of course, anybody can lose weight. It's been done before. Anything is possible, but is it probable? So what will it take for you to lose weight, to accomplish this goal and this dream? Number 1, you gotta clean your fridge out. Okay. Number 2, gotta stop snacking. You gotta go join like a fitness class or going online. You've got to take accountability. You've got to put in the work.
Right.
So then you need to write it down on the journey board. Okay. Now, once you write it down, you have to ask yourself, if I knew this and I wanted to lose weight, how come I haven't done this already?
Yeah.
So now anything is possible, but is it probable? So 2 things will happen. Either you're going to raise your standards now that you know what it takes to accomplish this goal in this dream, or you're going to change your purpose and say, you know what? I got a refrigerator full of food I like to eat right now. I'm in school. I'm not ready to stop. So I'm going to, I'm not going to do it. So, but if you decide to raise your standards, then you need to move on to step 4. Step 4 is managing the 24 hours in your day wisely. The only thing that separates you between Oprah Winfrey, any other successful person, is that they manage the 24 hours in their day wisely. We all have 24 hours, Jill. And you've got to take some time out to focus on this goal and this dream. Yeah, sure, we have a lot of things going on in our life. So this is your time right here to say, you know what, on my lunch break, I'm going to take 10 minutes. I'm going to go walk, or after I get off work, I'm going to go walk, or I'm going to go shopping. This is your time that you've allotted to focus on this goal and this dream so that we can accomplish it finally once and for all, instead of playing with it, since you decided to raise your standards. So that's what step 4 is, managing the 24 hours in your day wisely. Step 5, surrounding yourself with like-minded people, places, and things. Hey, successful people leave clues. You gotta find out where they're at. They drop gems. You gotta ask questions. If you want to lose weight, go to Planet Fitness, go to some of these fitness places and walk around and talk to people and ask them. Go take some walks around your neighborhood, around the block. Go look at some clothes that maybe you want to get into, some things that motivate you. Where do these people hang out? Go to some networking events, about health, about meditation and things like that, about clean eating. Go to the grocery store, go look around and see what foods are that's going on. Do some investigating. All right. You got to surround yourself with these kind of people. You can't sit around people who want to eat cookies all day and snack, and if you have friends like that, they need to just give you a break. I'm sure they understand you're on a mission. This is something that's important to you in your life. This is not important to them. So you got to take responsibility and you got to put in the effort. So you have to surround yourself with like-minded people, places, and things. And step 5. Now, step 6 got to put in the effort. You can't just lay in the bed and think about it and dream about it and manifest it. You got to get up, get out and do it. You got to put on those active clothes. You got to go out and walk. You got to get on that treadmill. You got to go in your car and drive to the health facility, whichever one it is, and exercise. You've got to clean your refrigerator out. You got to, put in the effort. Nobody's going to do that for you, queens. This is something you want. This is going to make you feel good. You have to think about what is it going to do for you? It's going to make you feel good. So you got to motivate yourself to get up and get out and get it. All right. You can't just lay there. It's not going to come knocking on your door. All right. I'm just keeping it real. Okay. And number 7, you got to trust the process. All right. How do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? It took you X amount of years to get to your age, to get wise, to get that wisdom. So you got to trust the process. One day will turn into 1 week. 1 week will turn into 1 month. And before you know it, you're closer to your goal than ever. You have, I'm telling you, it happens every time for everybody. So you've got to trust the process for at least 30 days to see the results. You're not going to see anything overnight. And a lot of times we start worrying about, Jill, how we're going to do this. Don't worry about the how. Worry about the why. You deserve it. I deserve this because I'm putting in the work. I'm putting in the effort. I want to lose weight. It's gonna make me feel better. I'm gonna be here for my children. I'm gonna be able to do more in my life. This is something that I want. And I need you to write it down right here. Then this croquis, this simple sketch. What this is I put colored pencils in the makeup bag so that way you can start coloring and drawing. What does it look like to be healthy? What do you look like? What does it feel like? You want to write affirmations all over the board. Color this in. Make this into the person that you see yourself as. Then you sign it, date it, hang it up, and let this journey board hold you accountable for accomplishing your goals and your dreams. Put it next to your bed. Put it in the bathroom. Put it on your refrigerator. Hang it up so that way it can hold you accountable. I guarantee it works. And then you don't have to do it with just eating or dieting. Do it with writing a book. Do it with going to school. Do it with getting the house. Do it with anything. This is the theory that I used, and I guarantee it works because I've wrote a book. I've started a business. I've accomplished my goals and my dreams. And remember, I was a customer service rep in an abusive relationship not too long ago. And I was there, I was you, and I got out. And it changed my life. It changed my life. So I just wanted to plant this seed for you guys. If you have any questions, you can always email me, and I'm here for you.
Oh, my.
So, yeah.
Well, you are clearly an inspirational woman who has just an amazing past. And, we've all been through struggles. We've all been, down and out and not knowing where to turn to. Just for those that don't know, how did you get this motivation, this inspiration back? How did you turn your life around?
Well, I was in an abusive relationship. I had a daughter, and I didn't want her to go through what I went through. So I started with me. And I just started focusing and not giving that negative relationship any energy. And then I didn't leave altogether. I just started tuning into myself during my downtime. And I started looking into my life and seeing what I could see. Because nobody's going to tell you about your life, or maybe they tried, but until you take some time out to meditate, light a candle and pray and focus on your life and what you need to do to change it's not going to happen. And then I started looking into my life, and I said, I want to be happy, but that answer lies in me. I couldn't look to other people for it. The greatest love of all is self. So I had to make some changes in my life, so that way my daughter can have a better future. Then the next thing you know, that relationship was gone, because the energy to sustain one bad relationship is twice the energy to sustain a healthy relationship. So when you let go of that negativity, the mess, and you start focusing on yourself and pouring into yourself so your cup can overflow, I guarantee your life is going to change. You're going to want more for yourself. You're going to protect yourself like you protect your child. And I guarantee doors are going to open up for you. But you got to get out, and you've got to put in the effort, and you got to do it. I wanted change. I wanted drastic change. And I made some changes, and it worked. God and the universe took care of the rest. You got to trust the process. Yeah.
Have to trust the process, as you say.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And you say, remember, your inner beauty is a powerful force, right? That can even illuminate
Yeah.
darkest days. And there's so
Yes.
much that you're here doing
Yes.
and helping people with. And Lil Brown, you know, you're here to help people create those solutions. And,
Yeah.
you know, you showed us some of the journey board last week, right? But there's all
Yeah.
different ones, right? There's ones for
Yeah.
self-love, there's ones for highly successful people, there's ones. How many different ones do you have, by the way?
I have about maybe I'm making them every day. Every time I think of something that I've done, I
Hmm.
create an exercise for it because I want to share it with the world because you can't take none of this with you. You'll never see a U-Haul following a hearse. So I want to infect as many souls as I can. I want to plant as much good energy as I can that will change lives. So the way you can help a friend or family member. It doesn't end there. Once you learn these, I'm not hoarding anything. You know what I'm saying? Once you learn it, you can practice it. You don't need to purchase the kit every time. You can learn these exercises and you can teach other people. And now it could just be you're breaking generational curses. If you can affect one person's life, you start with a child at about 12 years old, because that's when they're at their developmental identity stage in their lives. They're like, I want to be a doctor, lawyer. I want to be a basketball player. I want to be an author. You know, I want to go to college. And a lot
Yeah.
of them don't even have mentors. So if you can change their life by introducing the journey board to them, oh my God, it's like life changing. You know, so yeah, these are some things you can practice every day. My gift to the world. You know, I can't take anything with me. I'm here to serve and create solutions. Anybody that I encounter,
Yeah.
I always try to infect their lives. It was one guy that I met recently in Miami. We were driving. I was in a Lyft, and he started talking about his business, and like he was a good person. I can tell he had good music on. Next thing you know, we're having a conversation. He's like, "Yeah, you know, I go to these vending events. I'm doing Lyft, but I want more for my life. You know, I have a jerk chicken business." And
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, it sounds really good. I like food. I like to eat." Then he was like, "Yeah, you know, I can." I was thinking in my mind, I could just take the meat and put it in a, you know, if I can
Yeah.
get it into the store. I said, "Why don't you just take the seasonings and package them up? Get some packages off Amazon, put some samples in there, and give
Yeah.
away samples and sell the seasoning." He was like, "Oh my God, you changed my life." It's just like, if I can do that and help someone, if I know something, I'm here for you. I'm an open book. I'm here to share. You don't have to pay for everything. But you know what? If you don't do it, it'll cost you your
Yeah.
looks, your health, your love, everything. But yeah, we have several different journey boards that you can get. The self-love experience is the first one that I would start with.
I
That's
love
what
it. I love it. I
yeah.
love it. And, you know, the work that you're doing, clearly you're an inspiration to so many. And is there any current workshops coming up that you want to make sure we're aware of?
Yes, I have workshops every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time on Eventbrite. If you go to my website, lilbrownbeauty.com, you can go under workshops at the top and you click it and you can sign up for a workshop. It's a 4 week workshop. And we start with an intro, then we go over each and every journey board until we get to the end. And I'm here for you. And we go over them and over them and over them. And it's a live event. And you know, we have 50 spots available, and they get filled up fast. So we're
Yeah.
going, I believe I'm doing it for like 3 months straight,
Mm-hmm.
and it's once a week on a Saturday. We're
Okay.
thinking about adding in other days, but for now that's what we have. But you can go to my website and you can sign up there and and tune in. You know, it's wonderful. You have me just like this on video, and we're going over each step. So I'm here to bust these myths. If you need that bomb relationship, you're having a hard time, you know, finding that husband or that man, you need to sign up. And, you know, if you're not loving yourself and you're wondering why this has happened to me, you need to sign up. If you're trying to write that book, start that business, or you just want more for yourself, you want to be the highest version of yourself, you need to sign up. You know, and I'm going to be offering different ones, you know, at different times. But this is about Mental Beauty Masterclass, the book that I have out now, and Contour, Highlight, and Strobe Your Mind. So that's exactly what we're doing. We're reshaping your thoughts. We're highlighting your goals and your accomplishments, and we're teaching you how to illuminate from the inside out, and that's where the real beauty lies. So yeah, it takes 21 days to break a habit. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's start. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yes.
And I mean, being that the summer's here, I just feel most people are
Yeah.
more inspired to get moving, get going now.
Yeah.
And now is the time.
Yes, absolutely. Now's the time. It's never too late. I'm here to tell you, I am 55 years old, and it's never too late. I'm always doing it. And keep in mind, this is not just a lifestyle, it's a state of mind. Here at Low Brown Beauty, Mental Beauty, we are anti-toxic, pro-inspiration, and we promote a feel-good lifestyle. So if nothing else, you'll have a community that will support you and love on you. Because we all don't get that every day. We're always searching for something. But I'm here to tell you, this is a one-stop shop. I'm the real deal. I've been doing this for years, and I'm not going to stop. I'm never going to stop. You don't even have to pay me for this. Like I said, I just like to inspire. I'm here to serve and create solutions, as many as I can. So, and I encourage feedback. I definitely encourage feedback so that way I can improve myself. Wise man knows he does not know everything. So I'm here to learn as well from you guys. And this helps me as well. Yeah.
You are super inspirational. I don't know how you do it. You're doing everything. You're here, you're there, you're just
I'm
um
trying. Yes,
thank
ma'am.
you. Thank
Well,
you.
you what?
Thank you. And we still got a few more minutes left today.
Okay.
So do you want to
Okay.
maybe highlight some of your merchandise, more of the
Yeah,
workshops? What in particular? Yeah.
absolutely. You know what I'd like to talk about real quick that we don't talk about? I want to talk about the mental health disorders, because this is about mental beauty. And a lot of times a lot of us are suffering in silence. We're at home, the kids are gone to school or they're out of school. It's
Yep.
a lot of noise, and we just don't even know what to do with ourselves, because you're human. We go through some things, maybe our boss at work or a relationship didn't work out, or we aspire to do this, but next thing you know, we have to take money and put it into our children. And a lot of times, we have the mental health disorder. What this is a chronic feelings of low self-esteem.
Mm.
Self-worth can lead to depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues. Women who struggle with these self-love may also be more susceptible to stress and emotional depression. Do you know that can kill you? Do you understand what you're doing to yourself? God gave you this life, and this universe will be off if you were not here to contribute to it. I'm here to tell you, you have a purpose. You just have to find out what it is. And that takes some meditation, some prayer, and some clean eating for just to get your thoughts right. I see you, I hear you. There's tens and thousands of women who have died living like this, suffering in silence. But I'm their voice. I'll be your strength. I'll be your eyes so you can't see what I can see, what you can't see. I'll be your legs, to help you get up and get out and put in that effort, and I'm here for you. So our products are crafted so that way they can cultivate a luxury mindset, meaning we teach you how to raise your standards in life and in business. The vetting process, everybody cannot get in. Everybody's not privileged to my energy at all. They can't just, I don't invite everybody in. What I'm doing here with you, it's an honor. You know what I'm saying, guys? I am a very busy woman. I have a lot of things to do, but this is really important, Jill. This was so important to get on a platform, for you guys to open up your platform to me and allow me to reach your audience. That's I tell people that's 1,000 less or 10,000 less, who know that there is hope and there is a possibility. You don't have to suffer in silence, and that's what our products do. So check out our website, lowbrownbeauty.com, or email me at mentalbeautyus@gmail.com, and with your questions or your concerns. And join our channel, follow our community on YouTube, Low Brown Beauty. We're on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. I would love to hear from you. And if it's all too much for you to make a move now, then just watch. I put up videos every day. Yep.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much. Pleasure having you here, darling.
You're welcome, Jill. Thank you, Queen.
And looking forward to the next time we get to connect, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you. God bless. Let's redefine beauty together, everybody.
Beautiful. Will do. And enjoy your holiday weekend.
You too.
All right.
You
bye,
too.
sweetie.
All right. Bye-bye, Jill. God bless.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.